Hi everybody, John Gums with Dakota Grappler here, just bringing you a quick update and stuff for tonight's duel between Mandan Braves and Bismarck Demons. So let's take a look here. There is my cover for the preview, which is presently being printed. It should be out here in the next couple days and sent back. I do have a digital version online, so check that out. Other than that, let's get straight into business because we're limited on the amount of time. Okay, so let's take a quick look at tonight's duel. This is the tentative lineups. This is kind of amazing how great this looks. This should be an unbelievable duel tonight. Not sure where they're going to start out at, but as you can see, both co-head coaches Jeff Schumacher and Mark Lardy, and for the Mandan Braves, we've got Luke Melmer. Now, looking at 106, Bismarck High has a wrestler that I don't know anything about, actually, Wilfred Trenfu, and I'll learn what that is, the Tain Fei, or Fu, versus Ben Kleinknecht. Now, Ben Kleinknecht has got an older brother who placed second last year, but he is currently ranked number 2, so this is his first year on varsity. He's a freshman from Mandan, going against another freshman that is, I don't know anything about, so that could be interesting there. Going to 113, Bismarck High is Preston Feddick. He qualified for state last year, is currently ranked 6th. And then on the other side, you have another ranked wrestler who placed last year 7th at 113, and he's currently ranked number 4. That's Devin Johnson of Mandan. At 120, we got Lakin Bays, and he is a returning state champion. He's actually up 2 weight classes from last year. He was at 106, so this is a pretty big jump. Going against Cage Ekstrom from Mandan. Last year was 10-19 when I looked into the records. So he's got a big match ahead of him. You could expect probably some bonus points there for Bismarck High. So then up to 126, you got Jordan Schmidt, who actually wrestled kind of heavy last year, was up and was a state qualifier at 145 all the way down to 126. And then you got Will Kleinknecht, and Will Kleinknecht last year was a state runner-up at I think it was at 113, so he's up 2 weight classes, but he's currently ranked 3rd at his weight class. Go up to 132, you got Adam DeBoer. He's a state finalist last year, he's currently ranked 2. And you're going against Seth Berg, who also is a state qualifier last year for Mandan, is just a sophomore, and he also needs to keep that match close to not give up bonus points. At 138, Jaden Schmidt. Now, he was a state finalist again for Bismarck last year. And then you got a great matchup there because you got Ethan Fleck, who is currently ranked 4th. So you have the 3rd and 4th ranked wrestlers facing each other at 138. Ethan Fleck is a pinner and also is an aggressive wrestler, so you can expect a great match there. At 145, you see Devin Steidler. He is currently ranked number 2 at the weight class and has placed in several preseason nationals. Next, also going against Colton Reisnauer, who is ranked 5th. So you got the 2nd ranked wrestler versus the 5th ranked wrestler at 145. At 152, you have a state qualifier, Gage Rolson from Bismarck High, and going against Isaac Berger. Now that's Mandan's returning state champion at 145, more at 1 class, is currently ranked number 1. Mandan right there looks to get their bonus points back. Now this duel is going to be crazy because I tell you what, wherever they start, it's going to be quite the match. So starting off the season, this is going to be a barn burner. At 160, you got Brant Kringley. It was just a freshman at 160, and then you got Dylan Fleck, who last year placed 8th at 152, but is currently ranked 4th. At 170, you've got Parker Wall, another state runner-up for Bismarck High, currently ranked number 2 at that weight, going against Isaac Watson, who's an aggressive, young, not young, he's a senior, but he's just a new wrestler for Mandan, so we'll see what he can bring to the table tonight. At 182, you got Mason Steckler, 2017 placed 7th at 170 and is ranked 4th versus Jacob Boehm, who's currently ranked number 1. Took 3rd. So Mandan has another number 1 ranked wrestler. As we go farther down, you got a great football player for Bismarck High at 195, Connor McGregor. He's going against Denick Vega. And Vega is a state qualifier, just a sophomore for Mandan. At 220, you'll have Chase Doctor, who was a state finalist last year. And you can see that as a sophomore, last year in the finals, it just looked like he couldn't get things going. And this year, he's willing to get out there and just beat some people. I tell you what, he's a great wrestler, but you got number 1 versus number 2 starting off the season. Adam Bain, strong, big wrestler for Mandan. Took 5th last year, but is ranked number 2. So that should be a great match. I tell you what, a lot of people are looking forward to that one. At heavyweight, Skylar Wilkins for Bismarck High. Now, he's new to the varsity, and it should be a great match between him and Cordell Myers, who got some experience last year at the heavier weight for Mandan. And that match could be a toss-up. And you never know where they start. That match could make the difference in the duel, because both of them, you know, those big boys, that's could be a fall if somebody goes to their back. It always is that way. Okay, well, looking at that duel is going to be amazing. That starts tonight. I want you guys all to come to the Bismarck High Gym and check it out. Now, I also got a couple other things we'll look at real quick. I'm going to go to the next page. We have the first coaches poll. That's on Dakota Grappler. You can find that there and download it if you want to take a look at the rankings. But now getting a quick look here, you can see in this far place over here you got the state team rankings. Right now you got Bismarck ranked 1 from the coaches poll, Minot ranked 2, Mandan 3. So team-wise, you got number 1 and number 3 facing each other tonight. Bismarck is short 1 wrestler tonight. I didn't mention that. Ripplinger just out with a little training violation. He should be back shortly. And then you look farther down into the East and West region. You see almost that the West region has got the top 3 seeds, top 4, in fact, at state are the same 4 in the West region. So the West region is going to be really tough. So this opening duel should be really nice to see. So you guys should all come to the duel. It also will be on TrackCast, and if you want to catch it there, I should be broadcasting either on TrackCast or over on YouTube. I'm trying to find a link to see if I'm going to be doing it one place or the other, or both. Let's take a look at these number 1 seeds. You got Caleb Armstrong of Minot, number 1, and Hayden Johnsrud of Century 2. At 113, Reese Barnhart of St. Mary's, Clay Redens. At 120, you got Lakin Bays and Devin Schultz of Century. That was a great match last year. 126, Ryan Ripplinger and Drew Steidler from St. Mary's. Your number 1 and 2 at 132 are Brody Armstrong and Adam DeBoer. At 138, you got Dawson Zerv, Turtle Mountain, and Shane Fleck of Century. Now, Shane Fleck's coming back from an injury. That should be interesting there. He was a great wrestler, and that cost Century a lot of points last year at state, him being injured and not finishing out the season. Couldn't do that. So that should be interesting seeing him back on the mat this year. At 145, you got J.J. Harms of West Fargo and Devin Steidler. 152, Isaac Berger of Mandan, Jaden Mayers of Fargo Davies. At 160, you got Jared Franick of West Fargo and Jacob Mortensen of Minot. At 170, you got Cade Peterson from West Fargo and Parker Wall of Bismarck High. At 182, you got Jacob Bingham of Mandan and Roland Wilkie of Turtle Mountain. At 195, you got Matt Kaler of Legacy and Chris Thiel of Wahpeton. At 220, you got Chase Doctor of Bismarck High and Adam Bain. That match is coming up tonight. And then at 285, you got Elijah Huff of Mandan and Andre Beguma of Fargo Davies. Great wrestling season coming up. These are the first matches of the year. Also, next on the list for both Bismarck High and Mandan, they'll have the Mandan Lions Tournament the weekend after Thanksgiving. A lot of duels out there tonight. I will try to make basically a quick post on results for all the matches. Thank you again. This is John Gums with Dakota Grappler. You guys have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you guys at the match or come see me online. John Gums, Dakota Grappler. I'm out.